What is going on, everybody, man? King Recon here. You know why we're here. You see it in the title. We are here to check out the latest installment, chapter 947 of the best-selling manga in history, ladies and gentlemen, man. Not only is it the best-selling manga in history, by God, but it is almost the second best-selling comic of all time. And it will be by the end of Wano, man. And like I continue to say week after week after week, my man Monkey D is about to hit Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent with the fattest Gomu Gomu no Kobe Bryant on this side of the planet. And you want to know why that is? Because it's One Piece! King Cobra, Black Mamba, Jetta, Culverine. You think they're surviving? Get them out of here. Get them out of here. They won't even be able to stand in the presence of the king. End of series. End of series, Luffy. End of series, Luffy goes ham on anyone, man. He'll even kick out at 2 against John Cena. That's how GOAT Luffy's going to be at the end of the series, dog. That's how GOAT he is, man. By the way, I was going through a lot of my older games because I found this box that contained a whole bunch of my old games, dude. Yo, one of these days, man, we might have to sit down and play this again, man. Pirates Carnival, man, for the PS2. This is like the Mario, like One Piece Mario Party, man. Good times. Good times. Look at that, man. It's a classic right there, bro. And it's for kids, man. You know that it's always gonna have a good time. Just look at how trollish Buggy looks right there in the corner. But anyways, we are here to read the manga, man. But I wanted to share that because I was like, dude. I forgot this thing existed, man. Freaking Mario Party One Piece edition. So yeah, that was dope. But anyways, we're about to read chapter 947, Queen's Gamble, and then right here we have a whole bunch of Wingles surrounding Brook. So man, shout out to Pokemon Sword and Shield because it looks like Brook is playing Sword and Shield and surrounded by a whole bunch of Wingles, man. You know that game is very fascinating to me, man. I was a huge fan. Well, I don't think I have it around here. Oh, yes, I do! I got the Game Boy, baby! But anyways, that's where I mainly played my Pokemon games on there, man. You know, back in the good old Pokemon Crystal, Pokemon Ruby days. Pokemon Emerald, that game was legendary. But in those games, you know, you would walk through the grass and randomly encounter an opponent. On the new games, though, apparently on Pokemon Sword and Shield, you walk through the grass and you see them chilling. You can see somebody chilling in the grass, and I'm like, bro, what are we doing? Like, yo, that is wild. Not only that, but you can whistle. You can whistle and have, like, whistle, like that one manga, the soccer manga whistle. You can whistle. You whistle, and you have Pokemon coming towards you. And I'm like, bro, what age are we in where you can whistle and Pokemon come towards you? Now, it would be nasty. It would be nasty if you could actually whistle into the Switch, actually whistle, and then they would come towards you. But I think that's asking for a bit too much because at this point, I'll take the whistling mechanic. I'll take the whistling. But I just found it interesting because looking at the Wingles here, the fact that you could see a Wingle flying in the grass and hovering. You're like, yo, so that way you can choose to encounter a thing or not. And I'm like, bro, well, how advanced are we nowadays, man? That's wild. That's wild. But anyways, we continue on, man. My boy Brook is playing Pokemon Sword and Shield as he should. Frontispiece request Brook conducting a chorus of Seacast from the deck of the Sunny. Noda Skywalker. Shout out to Noda Skywalker. Shout out to Noda Skywalker for always providing some incredible requests and always getting them submitted inside, man. Even though about half of me still believes that is Oda. But regardless, we're in the like swimwear, man. And, your flashback to Sabaody? Hold on, son, a flashback to the 500s. We've seen slaves' collars explode. Those collars are no joke, I'm serious. Look at Kami, dog. How long has it been since we've seen Kami? It's Fishman Island, man. It's been quite some time. And then we see whenever Rayleigh proceeded to remove the collar from Kami. And then you see the way that he does it, you know, by Armament Hockey. And he tosses it away. Now that's very, very interesting because whenever he did it initially, I don't think we were able to see it. We weren't able to see him hockey up at that point in time because at that point in time, Armament Hockey, the Armament Hardening, we hadn't really seen it in the series at that point. I mean, we barely knew what hockey was in of itself. I mean, there was a concept that we had known and it had been brought up, but we had not really seen proper use of Armament Hockey at this point in time. So having Rayleigh do this right here. I'm trying to remember if we saw this originally in the manga. I do not think so. I remember seeing, of course, whenever he swipes it away, but I think that this panel right here is an additional panel of him doing the same thing that Luffy did last week. I strongly do believe that. I'll have to go back and reread the volume, which I believe is volume 51, later on today, but let's see. So there's no mistaking it. What I just did is what Rayleigh did that day. But because I was so desperate to get the thing off, I can't remember exactly how I did it. Strahd, the power you just wielded is already beyond any Rio I could ever teach you. Yo, my man said, the abilities that you possess, the experience that you possess is already far beyond what I can teach you, man. My boy, Hyo is out here rocking a level 85, man. And he's saying my boy Luffy has skills of a level 99, man. Of a level 99. He has Limit Breaker Hall of Fame, which means you should be able to stop her. And then you have Big Mom. Look at this panel of Big Mom right here, man. And you see the focus and the exaggeration that Oda puts in the eyes of Big Mom as her eyes are like mad open. Mad, whoosh. And you see her come all the way down, man. You see that she's coming straight down with the force of a punch, like she's hitting a Kugi punch from Toriko, man. Just whoosh. Blast aside the fists of that giant woman. Show me that you can save both of our lives. And here we go. Is he going to just take that punch? That's impossible. Is he stupid? Don't just brute force against it. Direct your hockey. And here we have Luffy still in that same stance. You've got this. Into your fist. And we see this man getting aura into his fist, man, like he's Danny Phantom. And then we see Big... Yo, look at the size of Big Mom in this panel, man. I'm loving Oda's usage of his panels here, because you have a panel of Hyo right here, and then we shift over to the side, and you can hear the music. You can hear the epic One Piece music in the background as we're shifting to those panels. And then the aura hitting Luffy's hands, a Big Mom coming straight up in like she's going for a Zeputi, straight up fist, palm open, man, 8 trigram style, and just whoosh. And then we have Luffy, come, puts it just like this, and Big Mom sends him flying. Of course she does. Of course she does. But, at the very least, my boy ain't dead. I can promise you that. I can promise you that. So, Big Mom does hit the attack, and it's a massive attack. I mean, we're not talking about just any attack. This is a full-on Big Mom pulling back and thrusting forward. It is an 8 trigrams Big Mama hit, like, straight up, bah! Sends Big Mom flying, sends Big Mom flying in the future, so we see the distance in which Big Mom tossed Luffy, So we see Big Mom all the way over here, and then Luffy goes flying all the way to the wall, and he might have gone even further than that, man. But it's expected being hit by a person of that caliber. You know what I'm saying? Especially whenever it is something that he is not used to using yet. You know what I'm saying? So, Luffy Taro, Luffy! And then here we have Luffy and Hyo. I can imagine Hyo's expression whenever he gets out of this trouble, because you see Twitch. We told you. Hey man, but Hyo believed in him, coach. Hyo believed in him. So here we go. Luffy gets out of it. Oh my bad, Gramps. I messed that up. Strain. Don't die on me, please. And then he pulls him out. Gramps, I managed to guard myself with Hyo. So he's the one that used the technique to guard himself. So you're still alive. I won't forgive you. You ate it all. The Oshiruko I was going to share. The thing I can teach you, cough, is the Ryo that you cover the outside of your body with. In other words, hockey. Oi, don't talk, you'll die. And here we have a demonstration. It protects you much like invisible armor, and it increases the strength of your attacks, a powerful ability. And yeah, on the top demonstration right here, it looks like a tutorial in a game, man. You see Luffy's hockey-embedded fist, and like around it, you see this aura, but it kind of looks like a laser. It's like somebody just fired a rocket punch, man. Like their Massinger Z just straight up. And it hits this rock of sorts. But one level above that power is the ability to have the hockey you've clad yourself in enter your enemy and destroy them from the inside out. That is far more powerful. That is actually very, very interesting. Let me read that one more time. But one level above that power is the ability to have the hockey you've clad yourself in enter your enemy and destroy them from the inside out. Which goes into the whole concept of hockey that we'll continue to talk about. You know, Conqueror's hockey is to have the will of a conqueror. You know, is to have that insane will that you will not die until you accomplish said thing, until you conquer said thing, right? And so because hockey is the two things of hockey, observation and armament, come from that same stem, that same system. The will and the You know, back whenever Luffy was talking to Rayleigh, and Luffy said that the way that he would fight against somebody like that, if somebody were to use an ability that could see into the future, and to help him out with his own observation hockey, is that seeing somebody else's personality is very, very important when it comes to that. And we know how Luffy is whenever it comes to bringing over people to his side, because he's able to reach them with his words and with his actions. You know, he's always had that to him. So what I'm trying to get to is that if Luffy's fighting an enemy and he's going up in like swimwear, now instead of it just being a metaphorical representation of how Luffy does it, of how he reaches his enemies, how he's able to overpower his enemies through his will and his willpower, and how his fists, like for example, whenever he was taking on Rob Lucci, and Usopp gave him that final bit of motivation in order to take him out. To me, I take this more as a visual representation of what Luffy's already been doing the entire series. Is the ability to have the hockey you clad yourself into your enemy and destroy them from the inside out. It is not only to hit them outside, but also to get them in from the inside. And I think that goes hand in hand into that personality thing that Luffy was talking about earlier on. But that might just be me. That might just be me looking far more into it than I should. But it's One Piece. You can never look too far into it. But that's just the way I look at it. Because it just with the way that hockey works and with what we know that it is, it just makes sense. And I think it's perfect because look at what it says right here, and then remind yourself of what Kaido is. Is the ability to have the hockey you clad yourself in enter your enemy and destroy them from the inside out. And you have an individual like Kaido who has attempted to take his own life on so many different occasions, and he's not able to do it. And then you have a character like Luffy who reaches the hearts of those people that he fights. So much so that a lot of them will join him later on the line, even if they don't want to. There's a lot of examples. So he's already metaphorically defeated them on the inside and on the outside. What Luffy has right here in order to defeat Kaido, which this is something he's definitely going to use in order to injure at the very least Kaido, is the ability to have the hockey you've clad yourself in enter your enemy. So it's a shot. It's going to enter the enemy, go past the dragon skills, and then it's going to hit them from the inside out, which to me is going to be very, very important, and is a very important piece of dialogue for whenever Luffy fights Kaido. Because to me, that seems like the only way that one can defeat such an individual like Kaido. If you can defeat them from the outside, by God, you're going to have to reach inside and defeat them that way, man. But regardless, we continue. That steel collar from earlier, you destroyed it from the inside out with your hockey. You've already done this. You've already mastered cladding the outside of your body in hockey. You just don't know it. And then here we have Luffy. And Hyo looks like he just passes out. Luffy yells Gramps. Big Mom punches. Oh, no, he's still good. He's still good. I won't forgive you. And Big Mom hits the ground. You see the ground just absolutely shatter. Whenever Big Mom hits the floor, man, like she's hitting Sendo Smash. Luffy manages to get out the way, so does Hyo. Fight well, Straw Hat. Udon Prisoners Ironworks. Why can't we reach them? Well, the boss mail has disappeared somewhere. And if it's not enough of a problem, what in the world is causing these tremors? Yo, I really like this design right here. This design right here reminds me of Punk Hazard, but at the same time, it has like the little, of course, the udon mix to it. But I don't know. I like this panel. Yo, this guy on the left, is that what I think it is? Is that? Yo, y'all remember Tent Head from the Oniwabanshu? The one that has the house on its head, and it like carries around a tent. Is this Tent Head's cousin? Bro, that's a tent on my man's head, dog. That's a fat tent. All right, hold on. Let's continue because he's shaded out right here. So anyways, we go on to the next panel and we see wait, and we see Luffy continuing to attempt to. Is Big Mom holding a? Is that a pipe, Big Mom? Bro, Big Mom is holding a massive metal steel. What do we even call that thing, dog? That thing is huge. Is that club move number 2? Like we know, club move number 1 belongs to Kaido. Now does Big Mom have pipe move number 1? Look at that thing, dog. Holding some steel-related object. Big Mama! And Big Mama is going ham. She is destroying everything in her path, as she should. She's destroyed the doors and is headed into the prisoners' ironworks next door. That's where the blast furnace is. This is a huge problem. But what should we do? Even if Lord Queen doesn't stand a chance against her, how can we ever hope to stop her? Wano country is Lord Kaido's territory. Lord Queen. Queen's up. I won't let the old hag have her way. I've got a plan. We've got one shot. Listen closely, boys. Yo, man, if that's coming from Queen, you gotta believe it. If that's coming straight from Queen, you have to believe that there's some sort of merit to this plan. You got to believe that this plan has some sort of like shot of success. Even though it's a very, very small shot, I just wonder what it is that he has in mind. Think of Big Mom as a wild boar. She's just going to run a lap around Udon. She'll be back here soon enough. Because Luffy, of course, is going to be taking her throat out of Udon. Big Mom is basically going to destroy Udon here, which is what we were all talking about and expecting, but in the way that she's doing it is not what I expected. So we see Luffy continuing to dodge here, and he dodges over there. You can just hear the trollish music playing in the background. At least that's the one I hear. And then here we have Luffy continuing, and even more explosions, more massacre, more havoc. Everything's going down. And then here we have Queen on the left. Here she comes, Lord Queen. And Queen, of course, has entered into his dinosaur state. Queen looks over. Big Mom's right there. And then we have her here. Bro, is this man Queen about to do a frog splash? Bro, my man Queen is frog splashing. Yo, he's out here like prime. Oh, here we go. The pillow. Bro, my man Queen, from all the way from the top rope, is hitting a 5-star frog splash, man. I mean, straight up. Straight up. Queen is coming right up in like swimwear. Big Mom's right there, down, and out of nowhere, Big Mom looks up, and coming in for the 5-star frog splash like it's Rob Van Dam and it's prime. It's straight up. It's straight up. Yo, my man Queen is out here practicing swanton bombs, frog splashes. Dog. Nah, man, this ain't just regular frog splash. This is a 5-star frog. Look at this man. This man's he's jumping off the top of the ladder. Off the top of the ladder, man, on some Jeff Hardy stuff. In TLC 2001. Bro, that's a far distance. Queen is coming down from the heavens to hit this attack. My goodness. Oh, Shiruko? And Big Mom looks down, and of course it's gone. But yo, oh, it was placed there on purpose to distract her. And now Queen is gonna come up in there and hit a 5-star frog splash. So here we go. Queen is heading right down. Brachio Bomber! And we see head-to-head collision. Big Mom and Queen. That's gotta have a lot. And I'm talking about a lot of impact. I don't give a flying flag nerds who you are. If you get hit in the head from, well, Kaido, except for Kaido. We've seen Kaido actually hit himself in the head from like 10,000 meters in the air, and he still didn't do anything to him. But still, we have Queen here jumping from the top of Udon like he's Jeff Hardy in his prime. And he collides. Head-to-head contact, which will give you a red flag in soccer. Bruh! Right on top of Big Mom's head. Somebody check on both of their necks, please. Brachio Bomber. And here we have a panel of Big Mom. Mom. Her memories. I didn't even think. Bro, her memories, dog. Mom. What? My head hurts. What am I doing here? Oh, that's right. I fell into the ocean. Got separated from. Bro, she has her memory back. Yo, this is bad. Now, if we thought the situation was bad before, this is even worse. I went to some dirty little village. I remember everything. No way, you're joking. Why won't you follow, you old coot? Because Big Mom's an emperor. Oh, you're Kaido's lackey Queen, was it? We're finished. There's no way she's a monster. Her whole vibe changed. What the hell happened? But she regained her memory, dog. Yo, it's over, man. I feel sorry for everyone and anyone in this scenario, bro. Because we're gonna have a pissed off Big Mom that doesn't have her Oshiruko. She just got her memories back. She knows she's been played around with, and we know how sensitive she is with memories in the first place. Yo. She fell asleep? Bruh, she's snoring. Yo, not only is she asleep, she's snoring. Bruh, she has a snot bubble. Excuse me? Why? Hold on, bro. Let me keep reading. Bring 100% sea stone handcuffs and chains. Wrap her in them 100 times and inject her with 100 doses of beast tranquilizer. I can't down it for that. Roger, and what about the ship? It's ready. The ship? Bro, are they about to take Big Mom to Onigashima? Leave behind only as many guards as are absolutely necessary. Everyone else get on. If this monster wakes up again, know that we are dead meat. Literally every second counts. Transport Big Mom to Onigashima. So Big Mom is about to be a Kaido's prisoner? Can chains even hold her? I don't care if they have sea stone handcuffs to the wazoo. And this is a super high alert priority. She's destroyed basically every single door, used the emergency gates to lock down Udon, throw all their prisoners in their cells, and regain control of the situation. Babanuki, I'm leaving everything here to you. Yes, I'll handle this, but there is still one guy that I'm worried. We're out of here! To Onigashima. Bro, they have chains on chains on chains on chains on Big Mom, man, and Big Mom is still asleep. That's a heavy sleeper. The fat snot bubble, but yo, Queen is out of there. Queen realized the importance of the situation and how drastic this situation is. If Big Mom would not have fallen asleep there, they all probably would have died. So, the moment that Big Mom fell asleep, immediately Queen says, yo, we are out of here. We're going straight to Onigashima because there's only one man that can deal with this here. So, let's go ahead and take her prisoner back to Kaido. Now, what's going to be interesting is what happens now, because if Big Mom is going to be taken on a first-class trip to Onigashima and is going to be there before everybody else does, if she does wake up in Onigashima, now that she has her memories back, what happens then? Are we going to get a conversation between Big Mom and Kaido about the rocks? Because there has to be some sort of alluding to that, considering that's going to be a future plot point. And before this whole war starts, this would be the best possible opportunity in order to have those two converse about something spooky like that. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Get on the boat, hurry. Anchors away, full speed ahead. Momo, the gate's closing. Oh, there's nothing we can do. We promised them that we wait here. Let's go. The gates, they've closed them all, and comms, we still can't reach anyone. Udon's been totally cut off from the rest of Wano. What if something happens? We have no way of telling anyone. Which means I can go wild. Wait, Luffy said I can go wild. Not only did Luffy say he can go wild, but my man is stretching while he's doing it. You know when somebody stretches when they're about to say they're gonna go wild, they're going wild for real. You know in Yakuza, man, the Dragon of Dojima, bro, whenever somebody attempts to even get in his face, somebody try my boy, and he'll start winding out the arm, he'll start stretching out the waist, he'll be like, Nanda. That's Luffy right now, yo. Which means they can go wild. With Big Mom and Balloon gone, I won't really have anyone to fight, but alright, he was just freed. I've been free for a minute. I'll be taking Udon now. Now there's literally no one left to stop this man, bro. Luffy's about to go in like Summer, but I have one question. If Luffy's about to go in like Summer right now in front of all of them, where is Kid and Hawkins? Because I'm going to assume, or Kid and Hawkins, Kid and Killer. Because Queen was in charge of the entire situation. Unless Queen also took Kid and Killer with her, or with him. Hold on, let me check. Let me go back. Oh yeah. Now that I think about it, he was so worried about Big Mom, he didn't even care. He looks like Big Mom's the only one here. So Luffy, of course, is gonna have to free Kid and Killer now. And Queen, realizing the priority of the whole Big Mom situation, didn't even give a flying flag. Excuse me. Didn't even give a flying flag, Nards, about Kid or Killer, apparently. I mean, top priority was Big Mom, which I completely understand, because Big Mom definitely deserves top priority when it comes to a situation like that, man. But man, very, very, very fun chapter. You had Big Mom going up on a rampage. You had a flashback back to Sabaody. That was nice, and actually seeing it into more detail. We got Luffy getting slapped around by Big Mom and then continuing to dodge his way out of all the situations as Big Mom continued her rampage all over the place. Not only that, but then we had a swanton bomb from the top rope from Queen, man. A swanton. I mean, straight up head-to-head collision from the top of the ladder, son. That was GOAT. And then, of course, now Big Mom has her memories back, which I think is the biggest plot development here. Even more so than Big Mom being transported over to Onigashima right now. And the reason why I say that is because now that Big Mom has her memories back, the situation is going to unfold very, very dramatically whenever she wakes up again. Because now that she has her memories back, what is going to stop her? I mean, I doubt that sea stone handcuffs can stop Big Mom. Seriously. I mean, that's raw strength, man. Even before she got her fruit, we saw what kind of damage she was doing. So that's straight up raw strength, man. And I don't see how that just sea stone handcuffs are gonna keep her afloat. If it was that simple, anyone would do it. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens. At the very least, next time that we see Big Mom, it's going to be with Kaido and Onigashima. And more than likely, it's going to be a prelude to the big war we're going to be getting in Onigashima. Now, what I'm waiting for is the conversation between the two of them. And hopefully it's a conversation relating to rocks. And hopefully it is a conversation that will give us some sort of idea of the whole rocks storyline that it's eventually going to hit all of us, man. Because I really do think that we're going to get that rock storyline next after Wano. That is going to be the rocks and Luffy's past, as in like Luffy's birth, which is gonna include the formation of the Revolutionary Army, whatever the rocks pirates are, and Garp. You know, it's gonna be a story involving all of them. But what has me very, very interested is how is Oda going to implement all of that after all of this. That's the interesting part, because we've been on this Wano saga for so long that after this it's going to be free reign. Now, of course, we all believe we're going to Elbaf, but what about if he doesn't? You know, what about if he has something else in store before then, which is why I think that's going to happen. But regardless, anyways, this was a fun chapter. Now we're going to see Luffy go in like swimmer next time. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of damage he's going to cause in Udon. Of course, if he's going to be set free, he's gonna have free reign over Udon going up in like swimwear. It's gonna be interesting seeing what happens then. Because if Luffy managed to get out of this prison after that, then what happens then? Because if Luffy, let's just say he destroys Udon, takes everybody with him, you know, Kid, Killer, takes Kawamatsu, Raizo, you know, they all get out of there safe and sound, and head off towards where are they going? Are they going back to the Flower Capital? Or are they going back to Wano itself in terms of you know, to meet up and reunite with the rest of the Straw Hats? Are we actually going to have like a planned thing before Onigashima? Are we going to have a sea train type of situation where all of us are going to be like en route to Onigashima but separately? Are we going to have a situation where Luffy is, by the time that he actually gets back to where all of them are, there's going to be massive chaos because of course of what we know right now. We had the whole Law and Hawkins situation going down, which is very, very drastic. Still look forward to seeing how Law is going to get out of that situation. Which actually, after this cliffhanger right here, I think Oda's going to switch back to that. I really do. I think after this cliffhanger and the fact that the situation in hand has been taken care of with Queen and Big Mom, I do think that now we're going to have a situation present itself where it's going to be turning back to the Flower Capital. We're going to be seeing what's going down with Law and Hawkins, what's going down with Sanji and Drake, what's going down with Luffy and Zoro and Kyoshiro, with Orochi, because now everything's being set in stone for the end of Act 2. I mean, if Act 2 will end within the next couple of chapters. I think that's safe to say at this point. So, but then it's just like, man, where does Oda go from there? That's the interesting part that I have in my mind. I did not expect Big Mom to already get her memories back. So I'm looking forward to seeing why it is that Oda decided to give Big Mom her memories back now. And to me, the reason why he did is because he wants to have that conversation between Big Mom and Kaido, which just makes total sense to me. You know what I mean? So, but regardless of that, I can't wait for the King to go up in like swimwear, as he should. Luffy continuing his training against all of these, all of Kaido's men here in Udon. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how he does that, or if we even get to see it. We probably won't even be able to see it. I mean, if we do get an entire chapter dedicated to Luffy going ham on these dudes, I wouldn't mind. But I do think that Oda's going to skip out on that and show us the aftermath of him going ham on everybody, and instead show us the Flower Capital and what's going on over there. But regardless, fun chapter. I will see y'all in the comments section. Hope everybody has an awesome day. Let me know what y'all thought about this week's chapter of One Piece. What are you looking forward to seeing now that certain things and certain developments have gone in the way that they have? What do you look forward to seeing when it comes to Big Mom and Kaido and their conversation and whatnot? And then of course, if we do switch back to Flower Capital, what do you want us to focus on, man? And what have you. So I'm really, really excited, of course, for the future of the series. Wano's continuing to go up in like swimwear, and it's very, very exciting to see where certain developments can go and where they will go, honestly, by the end of all of it. But yeah, man, I hope everybody has an awesome day. Take care, man. I hope everybody continues to have a great weekend. I'm going to try to come back here tomorrow to start the Wano Awesome Sauce and the anime. We'll be up in here tomorrow to watch that, to watch chapter 910. being animated based on the preview. It looks like it's going to be a really, really beautiful episode from a style standpoint, from an art standpoint. So I'm super excited for that, man. But it's a great time to be a fan, bro. And then we have One Piece Stampede coming out soon, the fan service fest that is right there. But yeah, man, I will see all of y'all next time. Have an awesome day. I'll see you in the comment section. Peace out. Stay blessed. Have a great weekend, y'all. Have a great weekend, man.